see me on yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Third season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Murray now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Fitzgerald. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On play action, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. You hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than dealing with him again on a likely carry on this down.
Etienne will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Whitney merciless. Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you can see by the X next to their name, they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round 1.
And for me, it brings back memories about how tough it is to win this division. Not just in recent years, but think about the decades that have stacked up where we've said the NFC East, always one of the toughest divisions in the NFL.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Murray off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devontae Smith, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to...
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Randy Gregory has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Play fake. Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Grover Stewart able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Javon Kinlaw in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. To try again after the sack.
Oh, my God.
Tua. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Throwing now is Tagovailoa to Boyle here over the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2nd down and 8. Now Tua. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Quick slant here to Smith. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. It's Davis. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Kamara on the read option. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Murray going to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Tua sets up to pass it. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Ross on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. First down, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Handoff running left is Etienne. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Murray. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC, and with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game. Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
He's to the 10, and he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. To throw, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Second down at 4. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. They'll look to throw here. Back to Kamara for another catch. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From just shy of midfield, Tua drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His big tight end over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he finds Fitzgerald. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw is Murray. And again, he'll give it to Fitzgerald. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing again on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he will go out right near the 35. empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cowboys,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.